This wasn't just a breakup, it was the kind of heartbreak that left a mark far beyond the studio walls. When Yulong looked directly into Yang Mei Mei's eyes and uttered, "Let's break up," right there on live television, it wasn't just a surprise, it was a gut punch. If you've ever felt your heart splinter, if you've ever rooted for a couple like they were your own friends, this was the moment that hit like a tidal wave. What followed brought the entire room to a standstill and left an entire nation holding its breath. The segment had started off light and cheerful. The couple joked around, recalling their recent trip, laughing together like everything in their world was intact. The vibe was warm, familiar, even playful. Then the host asked what seemed like a harmless question about their future, probably expecting a sweet, hopeful answer, but suddenly, the air shifted. Yulong's laughter disappeared. He went quiet. Then, with a serious, steady voice, he looked at her and said what no one was prepared to hear. "Let's split up." There was no shouting, no drama, just a calm, unwavering declaration that somehow hurt more than any tearful argument ever could. Mei Mei's expression collapsed in real time. Her smile disappeared. Tears welled up as she gasped, barely able to speak. "Why?" she asked, her voice shaking. She covered her face with trembling hands and the bouquet in her lap slipped to the floor, petals scattering like the pieces of something once whole. It was a moment that cut deep, not just for her, but for everyone watching. The silence that filled the studio seemed to echo around the globe. Fans everywhere stared at their screens in disbelief. Within moments, the internet went wild. Hashtags like #YULONG, breakup, and #Justice for Mei shot to the top of trending lists. On TikTok, the moment was looped over soft, heartbreaking music with users reacting through tears, sharing their own breakup stories, flooding the comments with messages of empathy and support. For many, Mei Mei felt like someone they knew, someone they wanted to protect. But how did we even get here? Their love story had been one that fans watched unfold from the very beginning. They met back in 2021 on the set of Moonlight Courtyard, a romantic drama that felt a little too real even before the cameras stopped rolling. The chemistry was instant, but what really drew people in was how genuine it all seemed off-screen. By early 2022, they were seen together in Chengdu, sharing a quiet meal with no fanfare, no entourage. And from there, the clues piled up. Nearly identical photos posted on social media within hours of each other, matching accessories, stolen glances, and group selfies. Even though they never made it official in words, their connection was written in every gesture, so the question lingers. Why end it now, and why like that? Some speculate that unseen struggles had been building for a while. Tensions they managed to keep off camera until they couldn't anymore. Maybe Yulong felt he owed her the truth, even if it meant delivering it publicly. Maybe this was his way of being honest, of not hiding behind closed doors. But regardless of his reasoning, the Voya live unannounced left. Mei Mei visibly shattered and left fans outraged. Yet through it all, she showed remarkable strength. After retreating backstage in tears, she composed herself and came back out. Her voice was soft, eyes still swollen, but she faced the cameras again. She finished the interview. That quiet resilience, that steady composure in the face of heartbreak, it said everything. And it's exactly why the public has rallied around her with such fierce compassion. Because she didn't fall apart. She stood her ground when it would have been easier to disappear. So now we turn to you. What was your reaction when those words were spoken? Should he have done it differently? What's next for Mei Mei as she moves forward from this moment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Because stories like this don't just belong to the people living them, they belong to everyone who's ever dared to love, to hope, and to endure. And if you're moved by stories that hit close to the heart, make sure to leave a comment, and subscribe for more moments that make us feel, reflect, and remember what it means to be human.